are you anyway?
Oh, fucking loving it. We'll be recording, by the way.
Yeah, we are now.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I'm very good, mate. How are you?
I'm still alive.
How's your week
alive.
been?
The week has been busy-ish.
Huh?
As busy it can be for the last week. I'm going offshore on Wednesday, back to the craft.
What? Okay, now tell me, what happens when you go offshore? Does Joe kick back and go into fucking Windy Miller mode? No podcasting, no
nothing, mate. You know what? To be fair, it's way easier when I go back away. I feel less stressed.
So you've none of this stuff to do.
Nah, well, obviously I do like any of the posts and stuff. I still do offshore, but I'll try and do as much of them here as possible, so they're ready for when I go off. Because the internet's a lot better here. I mean, the internet's not bad offshore. The wind's actually quite good for internet.
Yeah, I think you just need to be a little bit reflect a little bit more on people that work every day of the year. Okay, because your timetable is a year's crammed into 6 months, and I'm sorry, but other people's don't fit into yours. So just be a little bit.
Honestly, I do find it a lot more stressful at home than when I'm away. I don't find work hard. I don't find it stressful.
I can tell that.
It's not that I don't find it hard. I don't find it stressful. I find being at home stressful.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because you're trying to, you're balancing, all your podcasts, and you're kind of offshore. You've resigned yourself to the fact that you can't get any of that stuff done. So don't worry about it. Worry about Windy Miller, the wind blow. If the wind, you don't even care if the wind blows, Well,
but the thing is I won't even see the windmills. Well, I will actually. That's a lie. I will see wind turbines. Can't call them windmills. People don't like them being called windmills.
So Windy Miller, you're kind of up there with the mills.
Well, foundations.
Yeah, the foons.
The foons. Anyhow, how are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm very good. Just to touch back on last week, our first kind of leap of faith. I got a few messages from people saying these are guys, genuine guys who will tell you, it's shite, and they found it enjoyable, different. Some guys said they were putting it on, walking around the heli deck, having a laugh, wasting 45 minutes, an hour of their day, whatever. So I think it got some decent feedback. I don't know what you saw, but that's what I got.
No, a few people have said they enjoy it. They like the. I think people just like listening to people speak shite.
Because it's not scripted, and you're not trying to impress anyone, are we?
No. However, we are doing the spin the wheel this week, though.
The what? Oh,
spin the wheel.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, what do you think I said?
No, I knew you said spin the wheel, but I remember us talking about it, and I remember us kind of thinking about it, but you've actually gone ahead and built the Wheel of Doom.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Can you see it? For those of you watching, there's a wheel spinning. On the wheel, there is worst experience, worst/best vessel, rig or platform.
This is two guys without a sound person or a producer, and you're bringing in 3D effects.
Look at me, I'm bringing in that over that
really. And you got free advertising in your side.
A little bit of jazz in the background.
Okay, let's
worst/best company.
Yeah, let's get rid of this.
Best regret/fuck up.
We don't know.
Best/worst boss even, and payback.
Okay.
Right, we ready?
How does it go? Okay, just let it rip then. Who picks?
Here we go. I've got a sound. Well, no, I've spun it, haven't I? Oh God, that's not good.
Oh Jesus.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt this show, and I really hope you're enjoying it. One thing I'm going to ask you, if you're listening to it and you're not liking, following or subscribing to it, could I ask a massive favour that you do? It really helps the show, it helps me bring in more people, and it helps me get more stories out there, which in favour brings more stories back in. Let's get back to it. That's not good. Best/worst boss. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Did that not go to payback? You changed it.
No, it really didn't. It went to best/worst boss.
Best/worst boss.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
know.
Best.
That's a really not a good one. Why did you suggest that?
Best/worst. Okay, best boss is easy.
You got one straight away. Okay.
Yeah,
my
best.
Fill me in while I
My
think
best.
and
My best ever
listen.
boss. You could do worst. My best ever boss.
No, wait, hang on a sec. We do one of each. You start that. No.
We'll be here all week, mate. So my best boss was, this is easy. This was Mike Montgomery from West Engineering, owned West Engineering out of Brookshire, Texas. Just the best company I ever worked for. The best boss. Best company. They're just the best. Everything you would want in a company. They picked us up at the airport in a limousine. And there'll be guys listening to this who will be able to back this up. A stretched limo picked us up at the airport in Houston, picked us up, took us down to Brookshire, and from then on, everything was business class. And it just fantastic. I met one guy, crashed his car, crashed his truck. He didn't, his wife did. His wife crashed his truck. And you know how Texans are really proud of their trucks.
Yeah.
And he, one morning he was an office guy, one of the office partners, not an offshore guy, not making good money. Truck got taken out. Long in the face, and the boss came in, Mike came in and asked him, "Hey, what's up?" And he explained what had happened. And he said, "Oh, come in and see me after lunch." And he went in to see him after lunch. And basically it was, okay, get your butt down to so-and-so, Dodge dealership or whatever truck you had, dealership, and pick out the truck you want. You pay it back, but on your expenses.
Oh.
Not on your salary, on
Good
your
one.
expenses.
I like that.
Yeah, no, they were people company, you know. They were a company who, when they said they really were about the people, they really were probably the company that went right out of their way to make sure that we were so well taken care of. Honestly, I've never met a company like it. Phenomenal.
It goes a long way though, doesn't it? There's a lot to be
Big
said
time.
for that. Yeah.
Big time.
A lot to be said for that.
And anyone out there that's listening to this that new West Engineering, I know a few of the guys that have been listening who have worked for them. They will be able to back this up. They'll have a story of their own on how they were treated some way, you know, well above the norm, what would be expected to be the norm. Phenomenal company. So I got mine out of the way. Whew.
What about your worst? Mate, that is loud. I ain't using that anymore.
Is it really loud
from them?
Is it really loud? Is it?
It's freaking breaking my eardrums.
I'll just go try it again.
Oh
Better?
my God. Right, worst boss.
Worst boss. It's up to you, mate. I've done mine.
No, you do one of each, mate. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, well then I've given you plenty of time to think about your best boss. Or do you want to spin? Or do you want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, why did you pick that? That was the worst one ever. Best boss.
I did.
Are we going for offshore? But I thought it meant like offshore best boss.
It can be. It could be anything you want. Just what a
But
best.
put your mic, your sound mic. Your sound needs to come up a bit on your mic.
A best or worst boss in
That's
offshore, onshore, mate.
So offshore, best boss.
Anywhere, and you're working. Could be apprenticeship.
Oh, you know what? You get that many of them, do you? As you go through time.
Okay. Let me. Okay.
Really good supervisors.
Arsehole. Who's been the biggest arsehole boss to you? That's got to be easy for you to remember. There must be a situation.
So there was there was a situation. Actually, I'm going to be careful on names and stuff because in case if he listens to it, which he may do, he'll know straight away. So I was still 19 going offshore.
So just to let everyone know, it's Bob we're talking about, yeah?
And it was my second, and this went really sour actually. It kind of fucked me over in my early days. So it was my second and third trip offshore. It was on the Ork. Still when I was doing my rope access days. Still 19, still a pup. Had no clue. Don't know my ass from my elbow. Went offshore, but the company had taken on quite a lot of new guys. So I had basically been the only one with the most experience, even though I'd done one trip. So it was one of those situations. Went offshore, and the supervisor at the time, who had been kind of notified of, he was a well-known character, shall we say? Not character, but individual. He
Person
was
of
the
interest.
supervisor. Anyway, yeah, the person of interest. Anyway, for the first trip I went out with him, dickhead, pure dickhead, nasty in his approach, terrible the way he kind of spoke to you and the others. Obviously, I was young at the time, so I don't know if he took advantage of that. And then next trip after that, again, just a total knob. Like, but I was so young, so I was worried about the case of of it going back to the office and then they're getting rid of you because I was still in my 6 months probation. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, I got a call from the operations manager when I came back off the last trip, a week or so after. And he says, Joe, that trip that you were just on, did the supervisor, was he giving you a hard time? And I said, well, I wouldn't really know. Well, obviously I did, but I didn't want to say anything. He said, because two boys had put a complaint in for bullying. And I went, you what? And anyway, basically the level 3 and the other tech had put a complaint in to the office that he had been bullying me.
So they'd had an issue with him.
They had an issue with him as well, so obviously they'd gone and put it in, blah blah blah. Anyway, it fucking totally backfired, and this was the unfortunate way the world was, I guess, with the oil industry and this darkness of it. I ended up getting held back from going offshore and needing to do extra training.
Yeah, you got the shit end of the stick.
I got the shit on the stick, and he ended up going away, obviously. Anyhow, it all went wrong for him, as karma does its job. He had a nightmare job. They totally cocked up. Could have done a lot of damage, actually. Him and another individual. And I had moved over to the subsea department at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was more pumping and all that kind of stuff. It was more what I wanted to get into anyway. And we were doing these trials on shore, and obviously he came on, but he'd been demoted now. He was back down to being a tech. And we never got on very well and whatnot. And basically, long story short, he was putting stuff in. We were doing things to each other on each shift, and then one day he put some in. I think the old coffee in the hat trick in your helmet where the freaking sweatband is. Anyway, he put that in there. I clicked onto it quite early on, and basically, I went right. What did I do? We were using gel pegs, so I got the gel, put it into his pockets or something like that. Then he did the same back to me because obviously he clicked on it was me. So I was like, "Fuck this!" Right? I just went, and we were drying our coveralls on the outside of the compressor. This is terrible, by the way. I probably shouldn't share this much information. I'd get in trouble for this. But anyway,
Well, just cut it out.
He was on night shift. I was on day shift. His covies were left hanging up because it'd been raining that day. I went and pissed on them. Over them.
No, keep it in.
Hung them up on the line again, so it was coming off the dryer. And the only boys that knew were the boys on night shift, because they knew they weren't big fans of him, so they knew the to and fro. And I obviously got on really well with the two of them. And one of them caught me doing it, and they laughed. Obviously, they went, right, well, it is what it is. No one saw anyway. But still to this day, I hope
payback.
Listen, but he'll know soon. Well, yeah, that was your payback.
If you still smell it, yeah.
Well, yeah. Pretty much, it got to the end of the job that everyone knew apart from him. That
Yeah.
Walking around in pishy coveralls.
These guys deserve it, though. You know, some of them are.
Well, that's the thing. He was a nasty piece of work. He was.
Yeah.
And I guess, I was only 19, 20 at the time or something like that. So, none the wiser that you had to be a bit of an adult then.
I'm gonna give you my worst one now. Okay.
Go on then.
And I'm not gonna hold back. Okay. Schlumberger, SLB, wireline.
Oh, yeah.
I went roughnecking and I went to work for a wireline company out of DYT in Dice. That's DYT is Dice Training Center for Schlumberger, the wireline department. And they know who I'm talking about when I say module 4. That's all you need to say. Go split it to 4 modules. Module 4, we get shown around the training ground. And this day we're being shown by our mentor. It's like 15 of us, 15 or 20 new starts. 2 of us are ex-rig, the rest are all blow-ins. We'd had rig experience, and we walk into this DYT 4 and it's a clean workshop, electric wireline tools, and this workshop manager is kicking off. I mean, screaming, effing, blinding, seeing, giving it the full, and I'm like looking over and I'm holy, this is not Schlumberger that I'm used to, electric wireline company, Schlumberger. And all the way through the rest of the day, the training guys say, God, I hope I don't end up in that section 4, because we were getting split between the 4 sections. And where do I end up? Section 4 with this guy. Oh, but because I've been offshore, I knew this kind of guy, this type of guy. He was a bully. But unbeknown to me, I was roughnecking. I went to go wireline. I went to work for them. I was getting paid £9.20 a day to go work for them, right? And it was just pish money. And I was just like, this ain't gonna fly for too long. No way. Taking orders from just tards. Okay, I'm sorry, but tards. It wasn't gonna fly. And I figured out pretty quickly that I am not gonna last very long as a wireline operator trainee at Schlumberger from Roughnecking. So I'm in with this DYT, I'm in this 4, the section 4, blah, 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 blah. And unbeknown to me, but this guy had just come back from an extended break on time off. And what happened? Well, this guy was still mental. I mean, mental. This guy was throwing Stilsons across the workshop. No, and I don't know if DYT SLB, is like, you can eat your food off the floor. It's like a laboratory. It's unbelievable. And this guy was radio rental, absolutely off his rocker, throwing Stilsons, throwing tools around, just nuts. So then stories started to come out about what had happened in the past with this guy, what had been done. I'm about to go on holiday with my fiancée. We're going to Paris for Bastille Day. On the Saturday, I get a call Thursday, and it's the company telling me I need to go offshore, but I'll be back for my holiday on Saturday. I'm going up to the Barrel A. All right,
that's a big beast, that thing, isn't
it? Yeah, I'm like, seriously, hang on a minute. You're going to tell me you're flying me out Thursday, and you're going to have me back in Saturday morning when I'm meant to get my flight Saturday morning to go to Paris for the holiday I've got planned, and you're trying to feed me a line that I'm going to make that flight. I said, look, I'm not going. It's not happening. In fact, I think I'll quit. In fact, I'll definitely quit. That's me finished with Schlumberger. So he's in some bar in Dice. I go out to the pub. He gets pished, calls up my house. My dad's an OIM. My dad's with the contract. Big contract for Amoco with Schlumberger. This guy calls up my house, wants to speak to me. My dad knows the full story. And this guy starts speaking shite to my dad. My dad just asked him what his name was. Said, right, I'll be giving you a call in the morning. Said what his name was. And we'll discuss it in the morning. And cut a long story short, I didn't go back to work for them. Okay. My dad never used whatever power he had within the company. But what we found out was this guy had just come back from holiday, from his time off. And he, from being an arsehole, we used to wear these tags for radioactivity to see how much a month. He'd been such a dick that some of the boys, well, I won't kill the story. What they'd done is, every month you'd put your tags in to get checked. He gets his tags back at the end of the month. He's had 2 years worth of radioactivity in the space of 3 weeks. So he starts. Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah, it's serious. So he starts. It's serious. It's not good. Not good what happened. So he's starting. He's sick. He's sick. You know, he's actually starting to become ill. And when they realized that it got so bad, it was a joke. What they'd done was they'd taken his tags and put them in with the sources and then put them back on his desk. So basically, he left his tags on the desk. They put his tags in with the sources, pulled them out, put them back on his desk. He sent them in for a check, and he'd had some massive radioactivity dose in the space of, you know, like I don't know what it was, but it was like could have been life-ending, amounts of radiation that it would have taken. And when he started to get the placebo effect, that he actually thought he was ill, there's nothing wrong with him. Yeah. His tags had just been put in, but when he started to actually start to feel the placebo effect, someone owned up. No one owned up personally, but they wrote in a letter saying, listen, this tags has been put in. There's nothing wrong with him. His tags were put in with the sources because he was such a tosser. He's been bullying everyone for years, and he needed to be taught a lesson. And that's some serious skullduggery. People that can think up that kind of
mate,
payback. Honestly, can you imagine the way you'd be? Oh, you would be.
But this guy was a class, a first class wanker. Asshole.
That's me worrying about whether I should keep my story in there. I was fucking panicking, but then I heard this boy getting it. I was thinking, mate, what's things going on?
Believe me, mate, there's tons of stuff that you. This is a famous one in Schlumberger. Jesus. But this is before Schlumberger was SLB. Now this is when Schlumberger was Schlumberger wireline. You had Schlumberger wasn't anything like what SLB is now. You know, SLB is everything. Different, isn't it? Yeah. Schlumberger was known for wireline. Then you had Dowell with cement, Dowell Schlumberger, etc. But yeah, I mean, there's some really smart people offshore, and there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. And this guy was a twat, absolute twat.
I'm trying to think of best boss, to be honest with you. I've you know what, I've had far more better ones than I have worse ones. I think best one though, I'm trying to think of a moment. I can't even think off the top of my head. Like, actually, that's a lie. I can right now. Actually, where are you going? For those of you not watching the moment, James is obviously stressed and needing his vape while the thunderstorms over there are obviously causing him a worry. Anyhow, one of the boys actually, name called Keith. I'm just going to give him his first name.
By the way, it's a vape. It's nothing else.
I know that. He coiled tubing supervisor. Actually, what a lovely lad, but proper laid back supervisor. Really, really confident in his job. Like he knew his job inside and out. Been doing it, I think, longer than I was alive, actually. But just like the full package, just laid back, didn't really panic. Like if something happened, it was like like total. Oh well, it is what it is kind of thing. And like there was no shouting with him or anything like that. Loved a good yarn, but just one of the older guards, I guess, that like you take a lot from people like that as well. But I think I've had so many, I can't even think of the best boss. I thought it's a difficult one to mention.
Yeah, it's got to be a real
It's fun,
standout,
but
isn't it?
you learn from you gain so much from so many people in the industry, don't you? People that you don't even
Yeah,
work with, just people that are on the vessel or the rig or whatever with you.
and
Um,
and there's reasons why
yeah.
that some person might have been. He could have been technically good. He could have been a really nice guy. He could have got you out of a situation. There's lots of facets to making a good person. But an arsehole tend to be arseholes.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like this guy. I'm not saying he deserved what happened to him, but what I was trying to get across was, how this guy had already been through that and hadn't learned his lesson. And we were new guys getting shown around the factory, and that was our intro to SLB or Schlumberger.
Yes,
Was this guy
great.
throwing Stilsons around the workshop, and he'd just been through this. Unbelievable.
You'd learn from it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think you'd learn, but obviously arseholes,
Remain arseholes.
remain arseholes until they go to the pub and don't come back.
Now, James, that's dark.
Well,
What's your gripe of the week, James? What is
oh
your
my
gripe
god!
of the
After
week?
that, my god, gripe of the week. Oh my god! Oh. Okay, have you got one in return? Okay, well let's see where this one goes. You might be. I don't know.
No, you go first.
Okay, someone sent me something today.
Oh no.
Seriously, and I
Gas related.
yeah, oh totally. Oh, well, oil and gas related. Yeah. The guy works, or he's in the oil and gas sector. That's where he's plying his trade, or
What's his trade?
I don't really know. I think he's some kind of office punter, maybe agency. It could be an agency guy. He looks like he's drumming up work. Basically, he looks like, okay, this is what I see. Some guy who's trying to jump on the current AI tech bandwagon.
Oh yeah.
Knows absolutely jack shit about drilling, but his latest post was about how the oil field in his 15 years, I roughnecked for 15 years. His career is 15 years, and he's talking supercars. No, Bugattis. We're talking about Bugattis, that type of stuff. Supercars, high-end lifestyle. This guy is like...
He's a prospector.
This guy's
Is he
done
a prospector? Drilling wells left, right, and center.
This guy sent me an old hand sent me this. I'll send it to you by messaging. And this guy is, there's so much of this happening just now on LinkedIn. It's these people have appeared out the woodwork because now they've got some AI tool that helps them put a post together. They can now string 3 words together that makes a half, an oil field sentence. Okay. And now they're putting out this polished content, and it's utter pish, absolute pish, just to get likes. I don't know what this guy's trying to get out of it, but all he's doing is making a mockery of our industry, himself. And if you look at this dude's content and you want to work with this guy, or you put your faith in this guy's company, you need to have a word with yourself. You need to look in the mirror and read yourself your horoscope, because, dude, someone sent me, it goes, check this knob out. Honestly, it's all coming from this recent glut of slop. Whatever you call it, what do you call it? Sloth. just crap that AI is spitting out, and these people are using it, and all of a sudden, they're all now, after 15 years, these guys are seasoned journeymen.
Hmm.
And you look at this guy's CV; he's never been offshore.
It's a what is it? It's a Marmite situation, recruitment. So I've worked with some really good recruiters who haven't ever been offshore, but they know that they haven't been offshore and they wouldn't change any other way. And then I've worked with recruiters who think they know everything, and you know for a fact they don't, because when they're telling you the job, they're reading off a screen and then they'll say something wrong, and then you know straight away that they haven't got a clue about the job. They're just reading what the client sent them. And recruiters,
It's like it's like an RV tech. I was like, what is it you do? Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah, it's like that, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
yeah. It's a job. I've got a job in here. It's wirelining. Could you go as a wireline supervisor? I've never done wireline in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, is there is there something that maybe you could relate to in it? No. Okay. Do you know anyone who wirelines? No. All right. Okay. Well,
Well, you're
we'll
perfect
get in
for it
touch
then.
we'll get in touch with you if there's anything applicable coming along. If you could just fill in these boxes about what you're capable of doing and X, Y, Z, and just send you over an email, and then you see this generic 10-page email of attachments with what you can do and you can't do, and you think to yourself, "No, you're all right, mate. I'm not going. I'm not going through all that line."
These people will put you in harm's way. Like,
And it's not just that. I think the problem is recruiting is it's all about how many boys you can get in boiler suits, which
totally.
which obviously I understand the business model of it. I understand that. I'm not daft, but there's got to be a way in which you're going about it as well.
But come on, I mean,
and how you treat the boys as well. I mean, like, one of the big things you go on your LinkedIn now, and like I've had recruiters on, and they do say, it's not them that dictate the price, etc., etc. I understand
that's all true. That's fine.
but it's true. It's not them, and I understand that. But the reason that is because there's so many recruitment companies that pop up left, right, and center that they can just play off the companies can just play them off one another. And you know what? It's the boys that miss out at the end of the day, or the girls. Sorry, boys and girls that miss out at the end of the day, because their rates are the ones that are going to get cut all the time. It's them that goes offshore, and if something happens to them, it's them that's got to take the brunt of it all. And that's the thing that annoys me the most.
Yeah, no, I get that side of it. That's another part of it. What I'm getting at is this marketing drive by these people who are just trying to become famous in this sphere. Who starts a post of talking about basically that and saying, no, I never had to check my lifestyle of supercars, high salaries, high living. None of that's been affected. I'm still doing all that.
I'm looking forward to you sending me this.
Honestly, it's like, well, someone sent me it, and I wanted to kill this person. Well, not necessarily kill them, but you can imagine the language.
Now living in your head rent free.
Yeah, but yeah, basically, yeah, exactly, and that's on loop. But the fact that he sent me this, and it's not. I watched it and I was like, no way, man! What planet is this guy on? Who's actually latching onto this stuff? And he said he's got 10,000 followers. Who are these people? And every post. Okay, if you got 10,000 followers, I would say at least 0.0001% of that 10,000 should like a video that you or a post you put out. If you're only getting 2 thumbs up per post on a 10,000 follower page, the maths doesn't work.
Maybe that's the 2 likers of supercars themselves.
That's him. That's him. That's him and his mate that were on the page.
And the company they work for as well.
Yes.
Third like.
No, I'm going to send you it. In fact, I'm going to send you it right now, right? Just so you can...
So I know.
Yeah, you'll... So we
I'm
know.
not going to play it while we're on because we're not going to.
Oh no, you
We're not going
can't.
to put it out there.
You can't. It'll.
No,
Anyway, I'll just.
it's sent.
There you
It's
go.
sent.
It's got it. You've got
So
it.
we take it. By the way, so our random wheel. We now take best and worst boss off. I've removed that from our wheel, by the way.
Okay. Well, let's keep it up there. Keep it up there. Let's
Yeah.
let people start adding. We just threw that up there for. I remember you spoke. I didn't really realize we were going to do it. Now we threw out some ideas.
Oh,
It's
mate,
just-
you know me.
I know. But let's get the ideas from the people. See what they want from the people from our people from our two supercar owners.
From the two supercar owners that are listening in right now.
Yeah, maybe let's get Bugatti.
Shout out to all the Bugatti owners out there.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
No,
That's a funny thing. You know what? That's a weird thing to say because let's be totally honest. The oil and gas industry, especially this side of the world,
it's struggling.
It's struggling, man.
You
You can't be
do-
putting things like that.
No, you can't. No, come on. You cannot say the North Sea oil business and Bugatti in the same sentence.
No.
I can't figure out where those. Yeah. I can't figure out where Bugatti, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Mazda, Lada.
That's all in the wind industry now. That's what we're driving around over in the wind.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
what? Maybe this guy.
It's a joke, by the way. We're not.
But maybe this guy was just pushing the boundaries to get a response. Maybe it's clickbait.
Yeah, well, I think.
But it was a clickbait because when you went back and looked at his previous content or their previous content, it's just absolute bash.
He's really living in your head rent free, by the way, James. I'm not going to lie here.
No, but he's going to be living in yours shortly.
No, he won't because
I'm going to send him your link as your #1 fan.
I'm going to like his post for you. Send you a screenshot of it.
Yeah. Oof. Well, but he's living he's living rent free in someone's head because that person sent me it from the other side of the world.
Oh, God.
This thing went around the planet quickly. So this is how the level of arseholery we're at, you know.
Are you away anywhere soon?
Yes, probably up to Houston. I've got some I can't speak about.
Yeah, well,
my work. Yeah. Maybe up to Houston, and to look at some. Yeah, maybe about a month to look at stuff happening in the Gulf of America.
/ Mexico.
America. GOM. It's all GOM for me.
GOM. America.
Gulf of America. Mexico. Yeah.
Hopefully you're back in time for April when I get back then. We go again.
Yeah, we'll be going again.
Episode.
Yeah, well, our timing is perfect. We'll manage it.
Our timing is perfect. 4 weeks. Weather's got good here as well.
So you're taking the piss, aren't you? You're taking the piss because of the thunderstorms.
The weather's gone dry here. Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah, but your thunderstorms last about freaking 5 minutes. Ours last for 5 weeks.
Yeah, but they blow the bloody doors off. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah, but in fairness, yeah, I'd rather have that weather that you've got.
Yeah, no,
it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's us.
Depresses you.
Yeah, it does. That's us at 38 minutes. You want to cut it short. I'm
Yeah,
easy. What do you want to do? Do you want to make this one?
Wind it up because I think it's one of them where we are both short for time, considering the fact that
This is 2 days struggling to make this happen. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
This is the joys of offshore / onshore / all sorts of podcasting living.
Yeah, but let's be honest about this now.
Baby.
This is not this.
Yeah.
This actually has been 2 days in us trying to align
I know.
to get this done. It's not easy. It's not people. It's easy. You just give them a call. No, it doesn't work like that. When people have got jobs to do, families to bring up, etc., etc., etc.
It's a freaking nightmare.
It's a nightmare. It's not easy.
We're that thing. We're starting that documentary filming tomorrow actually
Cool.
for this thing. I'm looking forward to that.
Good with your cloggy friends.
With the clogs.
Yeah.
The men from
Good for dummers.
the Hertford Diamonds, man. Hertford
Yeah.
Diamonds.
The milk is up. Yeah, gotcha.
Yes, anyway, right, enough of that.
Okay.
It's been an absolute pleasure seeing you again, James.
You too, buddy.
Same time again next month.